How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are checking out the global first EZA for the STR Kefla. We got her rainbow status max links, and we are ready to check her out. So we're going to start by taking a look at her base form, and at each transformation we will go ahead and take a look at what she's doing at that point. So but to start us off, she's key 1, defense 200%, she's got attack 200%, and an additional defense 100% when she performs a super attack. She has an additional attack 150% and a high chance of evading enemies attack. That's a 50% chance. She has 3 as long as she gets 3 or more key spheres obtained. She also launches an additional super attack with 6 or more key spheres obtained. So we want to really try to push those, because as you'll see here, she is greatly raising attack infinitely on that super attack. So we're going to run her here on this Universe 6 team. We're actually going to swap this girl out for the Vados. And this will be the setup we're going to run. So this team is actually filled out quite nicely now that everybody here, except for the Tech Kale and Caulifla and the new Kale, have EZA'd. It's actually a pretty solid team now. So, I mean, obviously we'll do a showcase here, and then we'll test her out in a full-blown gauntlet. This is one of the few EZAs I actually want to do a full gauntlet for. And lucky us, we do have her turn 1. Alright, unfortunately though, we are not gonna get... How's that link? So we got 4 here, and we got 4, so actually we probably should just keep these on. So I'm wondering, I'm hoping this will drop... No, it did not. Okay. Alright, well, we won't get the additional attack, so hopefully we proc the hidden potential additional. It just didn't work out here. We are going to let the Tech Kale and Caulifla. This is pretty much her best link partner. I mean, she links really well with Super Saiyan 2 Kale as well. So you could swap between the two. There we go. We get an additional super with Kale and Caulifla. Ooh, wow. Coming out the gate with 12 million. Nice. And we do not get the extra super, but we do get the 50% chance to dodge. So you can see she works a lot like Cell in that regard, the AGL Cell, where she's raising attacks. So the more attack stats we can get, oh wow, she gets the additional super. Okay, the more attacks we can get in the intermediary phases as she's building to Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, it's obviously going to work out a lot more in our favor. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do this. Let these guys get some stacks in. We'll grab that. And we're going to try... No, I don't think there's any nice way to do this for her. Alright. Alright, here we go. So these guys will get some stacks in. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Beam supers. Alright, if we can get an extra super... Nope. And there goes the super attack. We should have just put Kale in. Oh, well, okay, we get the dodge. Nice. Alright, we take that. Alright, here we go. Oh, wow, she's not stopping. Alright, now we did bring in Vados. She does only support a little bit. I think it's like 20% support. But the trade-off is she has... she's a Rainbow Orb Changer, which would have hoped it was going to help us here. Alright, so we have Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. We're not going to see much because of the position that we're in here, but We got Key 2 and Defense 250%. We have Attack 250% and an additional Defense 100% when performing a super attack. We have an additional attack 150% with a 50% chance of evading enemies' attack with 2 or more. So now it's easier to get that. And then with 4 or more key spheres, we launch an additional super attack still with 6. Oh, we get defense 50% with 4 or more key spheres, and we get the additional attack with 6 key spheres, which not going to matter really because of the position we were in here. Let's see. Well, let's leave her on then. There's 7. Okay. Alright, so 14 million this time. So it's a shame we were only able to get 1 stack in. It's too much damage in the first phase there. Alrighty, so now we can have this Kale go ahead and transform for us.
Maybe this form takes so much raw power that you have to lose yourself in it to get here. But I think you're amazing. Cauliflower. Sorry to keep you waiting this long, Cauliflower. I'm ready to show you just how strong I've become.
Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and put her here. Grab that. Let's grab that. And hopefully this can set us up with the 6 spheres that we need for nice. Alright, well, actually, we might just finish this. But actually, that doesn't matter. Oh, well, unless our Kale here decides to do a bunch of normals, we might not actually finish Oceanus here. Suppose it's going to depend on how many supers these guys do. There's 1, we get the additional. Ooh, we get the triple. Nice. Alright, and then Tech Caulifla. Not only is she raising defense on EZA still, she's also getting additional supers, each one giving us a defense raise, and she's still got a pretty decent chance to dodge. Alright, perfect. So we're going to get a new setup here. So now we're in Super Saiyan 2. Alright, so let's see here. So let's take a look at what she's doing. So now that we're at Super Saiyan 2, we get Key 3, 260 defense. We also get 260 attack and an additional defense 120 when performing a super attack. We have a 50% chance of evading enemies' attack and an additional 160 attack and 60% defense with 2 or more key spheres obtained. We launch an additional super attack with 4 or more key spheres obtained, and we launch another additional super attack with a chance of performing a critical hit and evading enemies' attack 20% with 6 or more key spheres obtained. So we're actually going to transform the Kale here.
Maybe this form takes so much raw power that you have to lose yourself in it to get here. But I think you're amazing. Cauliflower. Sorry to keep you waiting this long, Cauliflower. I'm ready to show you just how strong I've become.
Alright, so defensively we're just under 300k. So what we're gonna do, let's see here. Alright, let's grab that. So we're not gonna do that much damage with her since we're not attacking. And there we go. So we'll get 7 key spheres here with her. So attack and defense, attack looks a lot better. Now we're over 300k with those key spheres picked up. Remember, we're also getting 20% from the Vados here. Alright, so 19 million. Honestly, really, really good. Love to see it. We're gonna get some extra supers here. And again, this is worst case scenario. This was us getting 20 million. There we go. This was us only getting one super in each form because we couldn't get the key sphere. So I could definitely say, like, whatever team you're running on, jeez, look at that. You definitely want to make sure you get those key spheres with her. And when you do, you will definitely be rewarded, as we saw here. Alright, so let's go ahead, let's switch them off. Let's grab that. Honestly, I'm pretty sure this rotation is finishing Nova. We won't get to see her with the Kefla because we had to rotate her off, but it is what it is. It's probably for the best anyways, knowing my luck. Somebody that shouldn't be in slot 1 is about to get locked in slot 1. And it's going to mess our whole rotation up on the next one. There we go. And we get the additional super. Oh wow, we might not actually. Well, let's see. These girls might actually finish him. Maybe, like, if they got all of their supers, they might. A critical hit. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, and so something tells me we're going to get locked in slot 1. Because that always happens. Oh, no, slot 2. Okay, perfect. We'll take that, right? So, I mean, we still got 5 key spheres. The only thing we're not getting is Fuse Fire and Power Bestowed by God. But really, the only way to get those 2 links is to have a Vegito or another Kefla. And right now, the only other Kefla, I mean, it would pretty much only be for this showcase. So, I mean, realistically, this is what you're seeing her as. I guess on Kale's team, we could run Vegito. He is on her transformation boost skill. However, personally, I felt like it was better to show her on a Universe 6 team, even though we won't ever really be using that. So let's go ahead, let's grab this. We'll get our 7 key spheres, so we'll get our max key spheres. So we got max passive up. There's a Caulifla on the team, there's a Kale on the rotation, so she's getting her buff for everyone. And we are looking pretty good on the attack, actually. Look at that. Okay. So, are we? I don't think she's still stacking. Oh, she is. Wow. Okay, so all that attack build we had from last turn. So honestly, it's not even that big of a deal if she ends up missing the attacks. I didn't realize she was still stacking attack. Usually with units like this, once you hit that, there we go. Are we going to dodge this too? No. 200k. Alright, so we can see where supers can kind of leave a lot to be desired if she doesn't build that defense. But realistically, she would be a slot 2 unit, but a slot 2 unit that is a nuke. And seeing as how she's on super bosses, I almost feel like she'd be very helpful for the Rosé, just having some extra damage there. But there you have it. There is STR Kale. 200% max link showcase. I gotta say, like, I am incredibly impressed with this EZA. I think they handled her quite well. Pre-super defense leaves a lot to be desired, as we saw there, but I would say post-super, you've got nothing to worry about, especially if you get her 7 orbs. So, you know, imagine her on a rotation where you know, you're getting rainbow orbs fed to her either through Rose, like on super bosses through Rose, or through Vados here, who's actually pretty solid now, right? And she's consistently getting 6 or more key spheres. You're building that much more attack, and you're going to very, very quickly spin her attack out of control. Honestly, for where we were at, the little amount of supers we got, the fact that we still threw out 20 million supers there at the end, having almost no extra stacks, is pretty impressive, and I can't wait to do the full grand tour with this unit, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So anyways guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know what are your initial thoughts on this EZA STR Kefla. I gotta say, guys, I'm in love. This is how you handle a TUR EZA, especially one that has, you know, stacking effects. I'm very, very happy with them, but I'm curious to see what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.